The generic congressional ballot, which traditionally Democrats have done really well on. And if you look at this point back when Trump was president the first time around, Democrats are up 11 points. Look at where it is now. Democrats are ahead, but they're actually only up 3 points. This is, in fact, the worst position Democrats have been on in a generic ballot at this point in midterm when there was a Republican president in the last 20 years.
Okay, so the party that wants humongous government has proven to you that they can't run it. What do you do? So this is fun because the shutdown, before this happened, everyone was saying, okay, what kind of effect is this going to have on the midterms, right? Was this political suicide for the Republicans? And really it was a game of not just chicken, but who's going to receive the blame? And I will tell you, it's actually surprising even to me, but it's really surprising to Harry Enten at CNN. Day 29 of the government shutdown, some new polls. I can't believe we didn't have a stinger before. It's time for Enten surprise.
Look at the net approval ratings for Republicans in Congress. This shutdown hasn't eaten into Donald Trump's support at all. Look at where we are now. It's a complete flip.
What? I didn't see the stinger till on air. I still thought it was surprise. It turns out we went with shocker.
We did, yeah.
And here's the thing. It'll make sense. Like, I still don't know this guy's methodology. I don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
He's always very shocked.
And excited.
Yes, excited. Like he's reading these results for the first time on air.
And it's like he's not even excited about what the results are showing. He's just excited that there are numbers and statistics that show a thing.
Yeah, he's just there for the show. Yeah. So here he is with the results as to how badly Democrats are failing. They're the ones who are being blamed for the shutdown, and Republicans, they're making gains.
You might think, given that the Republicans are in charge of both the House and the Senate, that a government shutdown might actually hurt the Republican brand. But in fact, it hasn't. If anything, it's been helped a little bit. Let's take a look here. The shift in net popularity versus pre-shutdown. When we're looking at the Republican Party overall, that brand actually up 2 points. That's within the margin of error, but clearly it hasn't dropped. Come over to this side of the screen. Look at the net approval ratings for Republicans in Congress. It's actually up 5 points since pre-shutdown. So what we're seeing here is the Republican brand in Congress has actually improved somewhat compared to where we were pre-shutdown.
It's contagious. He's like, look. Yeah. Wowza!
I wish I was that excited every day about everything we did.
I know. It's like, it's a 5 point. I mean, it's good, but he's like, what? Can you believe it? Well, we kind of can, but now you make me feel like I shouldn't, and I'm excited again.
I feel like the other guy's taken away from him, too. The other guy's not nearly as excited.
No.
He's not excited at all, actually.
No, he's
just
happy.
Very stoic. He's just standing there. It's like, come on, dude, get in the game. High five.
Well, he
Take
tries
your shirt off.
Yeah, he tries to be a buzzkill. And it's like, well, what about, you even see, he asks a follow-up question, and Enten is having none of it. He's still like, I'm so glad you asked.
I think it's two groups that it's so important to keep an eye on. All right, changing the Republican Congress's net approval rating versus pre-shutdown. It's rallying the base for sure. Look at this. The net approval rating
Look at this.
12 points versus pre-shutdown. But it's not just with the base. It's also with the middle of the electorate. Look at this. Among independents, it's up 8 points as well.
Indies,
so we've got
that's
a situation here where Republicans with the shutdown are actually rallying their base, but it's also something that's not hurting them with the folks in the middle. If anything, it's helping them with folks in the middle.
Jimmy Willikers.
Yeah, he does speak out of the 50s.
And then he does have another question from the co-host, again, the buzzkill. And it's actually, so it's good for Republicans.
Yes.
It's good for Republicans with independents, which is pretty pivotal in these midterms. And it's actually bad for Democrats. He gets into these numbers when prompted.
So how are they positioned right now?
Yeah, so, I mean, look, the generic congressional ballot, which traditionally Democrats have done really well on, and if you look at this point back when Trump was president the first time around, Democrats are up 11 points. Look at where it is now. Democrats are ahead, but they're actually only up 3 points. This is, in fact, the worst position Democrats have been on in a generic ballot at this point in midterm when there was a Republican president in the last 20 years. And this is no different from pre-shutdown. So Republicans aren't losing on this metric either. They become more popular, and they're actually in a pretty good position for them historically when it comes to the generic congressional ballot.
That guy is so unhappy. He's like, oh, Democrats, speak words of comfort to me, Enten. I have none to give. Look at this. Look at this. It gets worse.
They're more popular. We're doing nothing. Nothing.
But wait, there's less. Democrats are way down here. Whoa, 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 wow.
I want Harry Enten to host the Thanksgiving Day parade.
Yes.
Oh, wait, look at this. Oh, it's Santa Claus. Oh, my gosh. Look, he's 5 times fatter than last year.
Look at this. Look at this. There's a hole in Kermit.
Look at this. Garfield's off his strings. He's flying through the city.
His father was a golden retriever.
I bet you they don't like him at CNN, and I would like him. He'd be the guy to be hanging out with the green room.
Yeah.
Like, no,
Yes.
He's cool.
Yeah, in the green room.
Yeah.
Like, you guys gotta get in here. That guy's saying the N-word.
Look at this. Look at this. They're punching me. 2 black eyes. Whoa.
Look at this. I said it 5 times more this week than last week. I can't stop.
He's just contagious.
High energy.
I don't care his political affiliation. I enjoy what he does, and he no doubt will be unemployed sometime at CNN. Let's offer him a job.
Absolutely.
It doesn't help Democrats at all that they look really stupid and they look like they're playing political football when they're asked about the government shutdown. You'd think they'd have an answer. They never have.
The shutdowns are terrible, and
That's a
of
huge
course
bitch.
there will be, families that are going to suffer. We take that responsibility very seriously, but it is one of the few leverage times we have.
They have had months to negotiate, and you reopen the government, and we lose our leverage.
What we're doing is saying simply we want to keep the government open and we want to work with the Republicans
that the
and
Crypt
have
Keeper?
a bipartisan agreement to keep this government open, and health care is at the top of our agenda.
But aren't Democrats demanding health care for illegal aliens?
Yes.
Democrats are demanding health care for everybody.
Republicans control the House,
So all
the
lives
Senate,
matter,
and the
or-
White House. Frankly, this is our only moment of leverage. And although a very unpleasant tool to use,
Whether it's a shutdown, whether it's all of this, they want us to blink first.
Well, please, AOC, for the love of God, blink for once in your life. It's a problem. Look at this. Look at this. She's a hamster. Wow.
The eyes just follow you no matter where you go.
Yeah, exactly. Like in
Well, they follow
Dracula's
everything.
castle.
Like the Eye of Sauron. Sees all, dude.
And we're going to get to some other really quickly bad news for Democrats on the shutdown. But please, you can download the Rumble app. Follow me there. That's the best way to stay in touch. If you're watching or subscribed anywhere else, Rumble is the place to be, and you'll know when we are live. Here is kind of the rest of the story. I am amazed that this has happened. Like, the Democrats have really, really had to screw up to get the American Federation of Government Employees calling upon the Democrats to reopen the government. Like, these are federal employees who should be in their pocket, and they're placing the blame on Democrats. Democrats themselves. I don't know how this happens. Comment below. Because I will tell you, I'm the guy who says we shouldn't have a SNAP at all. Do away with it. And Republicans basically want some kind of work requirements for a lot of these social safety net benefits. So you would think that they would be blamed for at least that. Democrats have been so bad at political strategy that it is the Democrat Party being blamed for the lapse in SNAP benefits. Think about that. Do we have that collage there? Collage? No, do we not? Collage
Doodles
A1?
is just thinking about life.
Is he thinking? Collage A1. Look at this. I'm moving too fast. Wow. Think about that. The Democrats are blamed for the shutdown in government. They're the party of big government. The Democrats are actually being blamed when you look at the data for the lapse in SNAP benefits. What that means is that even though Democrats are the big government party, the American public just believe that they're completely inept at running government. That's a really good thing, because then you can segue into, okay, so the party that wants humongous government has proven to you that they can't run it. What do you do?
Yeah. I don't know. Like, Republicans historically have not done very well with government shutdowns. I don't know if you remember, but every single time in the last, 10, 15 years that there's been a government shutdown, Republicans, no matter what, seem to get the blame, and they would walk right into it.
And it's only natural because they believe in limited government, so it would make sense for people to blame them.
Right. This time, it's like the more Donald Trump seems not to care about this and not address it at the very least, cares about some of the issues caused by it, obviously. But the more that we're just like sticking to our guns, the more it seems like they're becoming more popular. Even though Snapmageddon is on what, Saturday?
Right. Yeah.
Well, I think what's happening is people are finally, because the government shutdown has been 29 days now, so people are like, oh, I've had time to actually look into this.
Right. Yeah. That's a good point.
And I'm hearing this. Oh, it's the Republicans' fault. It's the Republicans' fault. What do they do? Well, okay, they voted. They have the House. They have the Senate. Okay, so what's going on? Oh, there's this thing in the bill that they refuse to take out, and they're denying that it's even in there.
Right.
And I can go look at it myself and see that it's in there.
Yeah, and then they go, well, okay, then.
And then they gaslight them and go, no, that's not. It's the Republicans.
Right.
They own the House. They own the Senate. Why can't they vote on it? Well, because they want you to take that crap about the illegal aliens healthcare out.
Yeah, and that's an 80-20 rule. Right now, they're having to defend this 20% position where they're going, like, no. Yeah, it's worth the shutdown to make sure that illegal aliens get healthcare benefits.
But the Democrat voters aren't buying that.
No, they're not.
They got their pocket that love this, but for the vast majority, they're like, that's one I can live with that. I can live with illegals not getting free health care.
And I know this is more roundtable today, but it's just look. This is something that's really important. We now have the playbook, and I've been here for a long time, and I've been screaming since 2008. Like, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
To Republicans. We know now. They used to say, like, hey, you know what? We got to push the diversity thing. You don't want to appear to be racist. No. If you just don't care, if you say, no, we're going to say what we actually believe. We want a society that, by the way, actually has reverence for our Christian roots and European heritage. Yeah, we're not afraid of that. If you say, you know what? No SNAP at all. They say, like, well, we don't want to turn off that voting base. Remember Mitt Romney when he said 47% about people who didn't pay federal income tax? Because he looks like such an elitist. But now you go, no SNAP. How about that? People respect it more. And I've seen it with Christianity. I would see this because early on in sort of YouTube, there were no conservatives, but there were atheists. It was pretty much by default liberal atheists, and there were some Christian apologists. And it was too easy to debunk the sort of modern whitewashed Protestant Christianity where they would go, well, God is love. And you know what? The atheists would go, yeah, but you don't even believe that because your God has killed millions of people. That's true. That's true. And so the approach, and I was like, yeah. We do serve a God who has killed millions of evil people. And he talks about exalting the righteous. We're not saying that we serve a pacifist God. Let's be honest about what the Bible says. Let's be honest about what our beliefs are. Yep, Second Amendment. It should be across the board. What about dead kids? Well, you take far more lives than you save with your gun control policy. No SNAP whatsoever. What about people who've had some tough breaks? That is a very, very small percentage. And now, thank God, we have TikTok and people are saying out loud themselves what we have known to be true. SNAP, EBT, government programs, if you were just to throw a pin on the list of names collecting these benefits, throw a dart, you would most likely end up with someone who could work but chooses not to, who is fully able-bodied but claims they are disabled, who is obese and it's their own fault and they still want you to pay for their SNAP, their EBT. This is just own it, guys. Republicans, own it. That's the winning play. Oh, you're still here? And you're still watching this on YouTube? You've probably noticed something is missing by now. I'm not here. That's because the Live Daily Show is now streaming exclusively on Rumble weekdays at 11 a.m. Eastern. Tune in there, where nothing is censored.